Welcome. Eric Arnold here in his sports barn, also known as the primary studio. It is early in the morning here, probably about 2 in the morning, on the 8th, Thursday the 8th of April. So what do we have here for you? We got 4 MLB picks here for this Thursday. Recap our Wednesday. Hey, we had a winning Wednesday. So, journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step, right? So, feeling okay. Thought I'd come out here, shoot in the studio, the barn. I mean, it's in the title, so it feels like I have to come out here occasionally. And I kind of do think that I probably wake the wife up occasionally when I'm shooting in the house. I was all excited earlier today. It occurred to me, it's like, oh no, my wedding anniversary's coming up. I got to come up with a gift. And when I found something perfect within like 30 seconds. It's like, that's perfect right there. Dude, I'm not going to look any further. That price is right. Everything perfect. So, usually I'll spend hours, if not days, trying to come up with something because I'm a bad gift giver and I don't know what to get. And it just, time just, I could use this time for something else. So we only spent 45 seconds. It's like, perfect. That's perfect. And she'll like it too. It's not a bowling ball. It's not a vacuum cleaner. She'll like it. I looked up on the internet. Apparently, it's the 11th anniversary is the steel anniversary. I thought about that. For the 5th anniversary was the iron anniversary, and my wife got me a case of Iron City beer, which was perfect. It's like, this is great. I like Iron City beer. I can enjoy it, and then it's gone. It's gone. I have a story, which I like, but I have nothing cluttering up the house. No knickknacks, no teddy bears, nothing cluttering up the house except my story, which doesn't clutter up the house. Well, I thought about that, and I thought, well, the only thing I know that's got the word steel in it is a Steel Reserve. And I know I've told my wife I'll drink anything, but that's pushing it. So I'm hoping I don't get a case of Steel Reserve. I could do without that. Maybe there's some kind of, I'm sure there's some, off the wall IPA that I'm not thinking of. It's got the word steel in it. Steel head, with a picture of a fish on it, maybe. I don't know. I'm sure she'll come up with something. She's a good gift giver. I'm a bad gift giver. At any rate, let's get to old business here. Here we are. See, I don't have it on the board anymore, so I have to use my computer screen to help me see what I drop in the artificial slide, of course, which I can't see. At any rate, the Twins, they're not playing very well, I don't think. They got the win for us. They squeaked by in a pitcher's duel, so that was a win. Looks like the Red Sox have found their bats. That was an easy winner. The Brewers pitched really well today, and that was a winner. They squeaked by in extra innings. The Bauer game, this could have gone either way. Honestly, we should have won this game. Bauer wild pitches a run in with 2 outs. They had guy on second and third base, up 3-1 with nobody out, scored no more runs. That was bad. And then at the very end there, they have a chance to throw out the potential, tying run. The game would have been over. I had a chance to throw them out at the plate and just missed them by an eyelash. Just half a second too late, ball got away, guy scored, tie game. We lose the extra inning. So that was one we probably could have won. Probably should have won that one. Mets, they never fired. I don't know. The Phillies look they're looking pretty good early. I don't know what to think there. Well, I do know what to think. If the Phillies continue to get starting pitching like they're getting, this is a team that could be there all year. Nola didn't pitch very well today, but the bats picked him up. But other than that, the Phillies have been getting good starting pitching. So if they continue to get that kind of pitching, they'll be there, in September. The Giants. Well, this was our top play, so it wasn't a bad day. I mean, we were plus overall for the day. We won our top pick. The Giants, they upset the Padres. Got a little lucky there. Our friend Darren Ruff, I don't know where he's really from, but he had, I say he's from Reading because he played for Reading so many years ago and set some records while he was here. He hit a ball off the outfielder's glove that bounced over the fence for us, so that was helpful. And then the Yankees, they didn't, no bats, no Aaron Judge, no offense. Is it over for Giancarlo Stanton? I mean, is this guy just, somebody pulling down a giant contract that's basically a platoon kind of player, a guy that really is just a full-time DH from what I could see. Just don't think, it's like, he used to be a fearsome player. What happened to that guy? I don't know. So the Yankees lose, luckily. So far, we're all right. The run line thing is always a, do I or don't I thing, because nothing's more frustrating when you cheap out and go on the run line and then your team wins by a run. And you're like, I should have won. But you didn't because you cheaped out and went on the run line because you didn't want to pay the big price, thinking that you'd, win by 2, but you didn't. So, so far we've been right with that. We haven't had that horrible feeling yet, where every time we've hit the run line and lost, our team's just lost outright. So let's see if we can keep that. I'd rather we just won, frankly. But anyway, if we can limit your losses. Somebody told me that one time. Oh, yeah, one of my good friends, Gene, not his real name, but he's a very successful man. And that's one of his words to live by. Limit your losses. Limit your liabilities. In other words, if you got a lot to lose, then protect yourself. Make sure that you're not exposed in some fashion that, kind of like the Death Star, where here they build this giant war machine and they leave the back door wide open so a bunch of ragtag rebels with patched together fighters can fly in there and blow the thing up with a one shot. That would be kind of, they didn't limit their liabilities, these Empire guys. So, let's see, where are we? New business. So new business, kind of a half a card here on Thursday. Cubs, they go on the road, Pittsburgh home opener. I guess they'll have the same smattering of fans there that they have in Philadelphia. We're going to take the Cubs. Like the Cubs on the run line here. My thinking there is the Cubs have faced the Brewers, and the Brewers have thrown a lot of really good pitching at them, especially today where it was Woodruff. They couldn't touch him. I think he gave up 1 hit over 7 innings. Then they got an inning of Hader. That's pointless. That's, you might as well just, hit with a fork or something. And now, they're going to play Pittsburgh. So I think that's going to spur these guys. And all of a sudden it's going to be like, oh my God, the ball looks like a beach ball. And the Cubs are going to break out and hit some balls hard. And plus, we think the Pirates are probably a special kind of bad. Things, generally speaking, I think in baseball, the bad teams are never as bad as you think they are, and the good teams are never as good as you think they are. But then I think you have exceptions to the rule. You know, for example, right now we think the Dodgers are an exception to the rule on the upside, and I think maybe the Pirates are the exception to the rule on the downside, in that that team could be just worse than anybody thinks at the moment. So we're going to fade the Pirates, going to take the Cubs on the run line. We're getting a good price on the run line here too. Jake Arrieta loves to pitch against the Pirates. So we're kind of hoping that he rediscovers some old magic. You remember that game so many years ago where the Cubs were first in the playoffs there, and they had the, I think it was the divisional, the play-in game, the game of death, that one-game deal. And that was in Pittsburgh, and Arrieta just dominated them, just shut them out. I'm kind of thinking, I'm hoping for something like that. So we'll take the Cubs there. Now we got, ones that the model just is like, going off the map with. It's just like, holy shit, we got to play these games. $3 signs, that's our top play. We got two of them here, the Red Sox and the Mariners. The Red Sox seem to have found their bats. Apparently, they're not a historically bad team. They look like they're okay, and now all of a sudden they look okay. They're hitting the ball. They're getting some half-decent pitching. Yeah, I just think this is a really good spot. And the model does too. The model factors in situations like this from the past. And, here you have a team like the Red Sox, and they're dropping in to a team, the Orioles, who are just coming home. They may not even be in their beds yet. They just finished up playing the Yankees in New York just hours ago. So however fast, I guess they would fly home, I guess. It's almost, despite what Joe Biden thinks, it is probably faster to fly than take the Acela train home from New York. So, but nevertheless, the Orioles are just getting home as I'm making this video. The Red Sox have been in Baltimore probably 6-8 hours ago. They're rested. They got a good night's sleep. They got a hard-on for the Orioles after what happened last weekend. They're ready to play those guys tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, I like the Red Sox a lot here. I think that they are going to... Matt Harvey, I think the Red Sox very much want to get another swing at him. And, I think they're going to hit some balls hard. They're going to score some runs. We like the Red Sox a lot. The number's a little annoyingly high, but I don't think it's going to matter. I mean, I think this is a game where the Red Sox win this game 3 out of 4 times that they would play it. The odds, the number there shows that they'd win it maybe 55% of the time. I think it's much, much higher than that. I like the Red Sox. And then the Mariners, it's kind of reverse here where I think we're getting super value with these odds. The Mariners just beat the White Sox. So I think they're feeling good about themselves. They're dropping in, no rest, ready to go, in rhythm, where the Twins, they're coming home too from Detroit. The Mariners just beat the White Sox. I'm pretty sure they beat them. They beat them today. I know that, and so they're feeling good. And the Tigers, they're just not scoring a lot of runs right now. So, 170. I think we're getting some value here. I really think we're getting some value. I don't think the Twins are that big of a favorite over the Mariners in this game. So I think we're definitely getting some value here with the Mariners. I think basically this game's a 50-50 game. That's how I would view this game. So we'll take the underdog, definitely. And then lastly, throw in the Brewers Cardinals. Normally I would like the Brewers a lot more here, but I don't like playing against Wainwright. He's been one of the all-time great winners, money-wise, against the spread. But the Brewers have been pitching really well. pitching's contagious, kind of like hitting. You know, if one, you know, I'm a pitcher and everybody else in the staff is throwing BBs and strikes and getting outs. Yeah, it kind of carries over. And, you know, guys pick up other guys on pitching staffs when they're pitching well. So we're kind of thinking Burns here is going to be tough. And he's going to hold the Cardinals down. The Cardinals aren't exactly raking, if you will. They struggled with Miami's starter today and then piled on some kid from, you know, God knows where in the 9th inning. So we like the Brewers here. Like I said, the price is a little high, but I think it's a good spot for the Brewers. So, you know, top plays, Red Sox, Mariners, we just have to have it. Have to have those games. Like those a lot. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Good. Appreciate anyone that's here. Anyone that's taken the time to watch. Hey, hit the like button if you found the video worth your while. Like I said, we're off to a little bit of a slow start in this baseball season, but it's a long year, and I'm hopeful that we'll learn a few things before the year's over and be trending in the right direction by, say, a few months from now. Good, great, thanks, and we'll talk again. Eric Arnold signing off.